So welcome back to the question mark Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP2 career mode. We are in episode 3 of season 5. It's the Great British Grand Prix. We've also got today the German Grand Prix and the Hungarian Grand Prix. So anybody who has watched these videos in the past will know that the first two races in this episode need to be pretty good, especially after some of the absolute awful performances we've put in so far this season. It's raining in Britain, which is not inconsistent with real life, but that doesn't really bother us actually on this game for the British Grand Prix. There are other places that would be far worse for us to find rain. This is not one of the ones that worries me. So, chance here to do something big. We do need to do something big. We've been really poor. I'm not going to deny, this season we have been terrible. We've been demoted to Ferrari. We're in the cusp of being demoted even further, possibly as far as joke, if we don't do something about our performances. We're fourth in the championship, as far away as we've been from the top of the championship standings at this stage in the season, I think, since we kind of got into racing for the championship. So, must do better. 6th position today, not a great lap, not a terrible one, but can do better and have done better in the past. Dufay is up in pole position, which is going to be difficult to counter, but we'll do our best. We're 2 losses to 0 against him, so he's currently ahead of us in our head-to-head battle. But we've quickly got up into 4th. Not ideal. That really isn't ideal. That second one really was the problem. And we are down in 11th now. The only thing that is making up for it is that the Williams is in 6th, which is catchable. I swear this game has gotten more harsh on the collision front. It's getting harder to avoid them every single race. This has been the tale of this season. Crashing into other cars. Oh, and again. What seems to be happening is I can't even clip them like you can do it in at times. Like, it's just been absolutely as hard to avoid that as it's ever been, from what I can see at the moment. We are in 10th anyway. Rivals in 3rd, 10.5 seconds ahead of us, so long way to go to catch up with them. At the moment, I'm thinking this is not going to happen again, and we're going to have another really bad race. And if that happens, I just don't know how much more patience Ferrari are going to have, because we're just not good enough. We're not good enough for them. We're not good enough for me. It's not good. And as it stands, I've got to be honest, this series is set to end in abject failure, because I'm not seeing a chance to get back into this, and I'm seeing a demotion, and I haven't got the stamina, I haven't got the patience to go through another cycle of trying to get myself back to a big team if we get demoted again. So yeah, I'm I don't want to bring anybody down, but I do feel like this is going to be the end of the series. Not maybe this episode, but certainly this season. We're gonna finish the season no matter what, but I think beyond that there's going to be a very serious evaluation as to whether I want to continue on, unless something miraculously changes this year, which I just can't see it doing. So we are in 7th. The car just in front of us. Got 6th, almost collided with them, but managed to avoid it. 3 laps left. It's possible we can catch the Williams, who's in 3rd place at the moment. We're up to 5th now, so we've got less and less traffic between us than we had in the past. And stay in 5th. Still over 5 seconds though behind the rival, so I think that's not going to happen now. I've said that before, it's very difficult to judge. Anyway, there's 4th position. My rival is just about 5 seconds ahead of us. So we're not really eating into that lead too quickly, and we won't do it now. Again, I'm making the wrong decision every time with those situations. We've got the guy in 6th just behind me as well, who's caught up with us. We're back to 8 seconds behind my rival. We're not catching him now. I think we have to write that off completely. 2 laps, 1.5 lap left. Oh my goodness, this is just getting worse and worse. We're down to 6th now. I'm not sure I've got the... I'm even struggling for the motivation to carry on this race, let alone the rest of this, beyond this season. Like, it is really not a good place for me at the moment. Final lap, 6th position, miles behind my rival, not going to catch him. Can we get lucky, catch one of these guys and get back up to 5th? Not that we deserve it. We've been really poor again. And yeah, really, I really am struggling for motivation. And this is not at all what anybody wants to hear whilst they're watching a video that's supposed to be fun, guys. But it's got to that point, and there I was again trying to avoid colliding. And because I did that, I then hit one of the ads, the billboards, and now I'm not going to catch these guys, not going to overtake them, and we are going to finish in 6th, which is absolutely terrible. In Britain, we should be challenging for the victory, and that is another one we have lost. Senna is nowhere in the points either, so that would have been a great opportunity to actually catch up. We're on 21 points. We're a long way behind the top 3, And again, they say show a little spirit. Ferrari are just not happy with me, and neither should they be. We've not been good enough. It's Germany. Tyrant is challenging me. Jeremy used to be in the Ferrari. He wants his car back. We've got to make sure that he doesn't get anywhere near it. This is Germany. This is a race that's easy. It's not easy to win when you're in a lesser powered car, but it's easy to finish at least 3rd. But that's where I feel like I should be finishing today. Is 3rd position at minimum. Anything less than that, I'll make a deal with you. Anything less than that, I'll finish this episode with the Hungarian Grand Prix, and then we will shut up shop. This will be the end of the series, and I'll move on to something else. That's how I'm feeling about this race. A lot at stake there. I'm trying to give myself some motivation to push hard and do my best. Concentrate fully, get fully focused on this race, and get as much out of it as possible. So, as I said, 3rd, any less than 3rd, and I finish this episode, but then that's the end of the series, and we'll move on to something else. 4th position in qualifying, not a bad start to the weekend. Jeremy's just ahead of me. He's the man we got to overtake to get into 3rd and to beat our rival. I think so long as we get a victory against Tyrant today, Ferrari won't be wanting to get rid of me. But if we lose to Tyrant, then they will justifiably want me gone. We're in 3rd anyway. Good start. As I said, absolute minimum we must get to 3rd. Oh, and this has happened every time. Every race this season. Not only have I collided with somebody, but then I've collided with someone else straight after, and it's really put me back way down the field into a position where I'm really struggling to recover. And at this point, I don't know. I know why it happens because the way I race, but I'm at a loss to explain why it's happening so much this season. Like, it just feels like it's happening way more this season than I've ever seen it happen. I mean, anybody who's watched a few of my videos will know that I do this a lot. I do collide with other cars. That's to be expected. But I've never seen it happen with such regularity. It's obviously not the game. It's obviously me. Unless the game has figured out that I have a very specific way of racing, which they can hamper by putting cars in specific places all the time, which I don't think that the AI of a game like Ayrton Senna Super Mario GP2 is smart enough to do anything of the sort. Then it just must be me. I need to make an adjustment, change things up a bit. Anyway, find ourselves back in 11th, the end of the 2nd lap, 4 laps to go, 11.7 seconds behind the Tyrant, which has to be overtaken. But yeah, we are seriously here in danger today of not carrying on with this series beyond the Hungarian Grand Prix. That's where we are. We will finish this episode, like I said. But if we do not get 3rd place, I'm done. There can be no more. There can be no more consideration of continuing this series on because I'm just not capable of doing it. So this is going to be another one where we collide with the car. Hopes of finishing third are diminishing. We've got 3 laps left. We're in 9th. But, wow, I don't think I've ever been this down. I don't think I've ever been this down playing this game. Truly. Okay. One last crack at this. 8th position. Rival is 13 seconds ahead of me, but he's in 4th anyway. So to get to 3rd, even beyond that, is going to be is impossible. It's got to be impossible. No matter how clean this run goes as well between now and then, even if I was to overtake everyone completely cleanly, without collision, without incident, I'm just not going to catch them. Like, it isn't going to happen. 11.6 seconds. I'm going to do as little turning as I can through the rest of this race to try and, just maximise the speed on these straights. Say take that turn as well as you can. Get as much slipstream out of this guy as we can. Into 7th. Good play. Good play? What's this, football now? No. 10 seconds back to my rival. We're not even in the points. This is the final lap. We're not going to catch my rival. We're not going to get 3rd. I mean, is there any way I can back out of the bet I made with myself? Or do I have to stick to it? I guess I kind of have to stick to it. I made the bet to you too, publicly, I suppose. Look, how about we do a deal? If I can win in Hungary, then that makes up somehow for losing this one in the way I'm going to lose it. It doesn't really fully make up for it, and there's absolutely no chance of it either because it's Hungary, and I can't do Hungary. We've established this long ago. But at this point, yeah, I think it's done. I think we're done, mate. I pushed it as far as I could, but 6th, we've lost to the Tyrant. We're probably going to get relegated. We didn't finish 3rd, which was my minimum requirement for the race. It's been awful. It's just been awful this season. They haven't got rid of me yet. They still want me. Do you still want me? That is the question. Hungary is up next. Tyrant challenging me again. I mean, he's got a serious chance of taking this drive off me because we all know what I'm like in Hungary. So we're going to do our best to ride this track as well as we possibly can, but it just is not. It's just not one that suits me at all. I'm going to have to put everything into this just to beat Tyrant. I tell you what, if I can stay with Ferrari at the end of this episode, if they don't dump me, then I will carry on. But if they dump me, I'm definitely done. So that puts some onus on me here because I still need to finish this race first and foremost, not crash out. Secondly, perform reasonably well or well enough to beat the Tyrant, because I think if I don't beat the Tyrant in this one, they will be done with me. That's the best lap I've ever done around Hungary, 42.58 seconds. Now it's just about avoiding the traffic. We're going to go across the track as much as we can. Well, it's gone very, very badly. It's gone very, very badly to start with. I thought I'd started quite well. And then we hit somebody, or someone hit us. I don't know what it was, the truth of that was. And now we've hit another one. Again, like it just, I can only show I'm playing the game differently than I normally would. Because I just can't stop hitting people. That was nearly out of the race entirely. We're 11 seconds behind the Tyrant now. I can't make 11 seconds up on this track. It's out to 12 anyway. I can't make that time up on this track. I'm not good enough on this track to make that time up. It is done. It is done. I cannot beat Tyrant here. Oh my god. What was he doing? He must have, he brake checked me, didn't he? Like, what? What was that? I haven't got the energy. I have not got it. You are witnessing a breakdown. I think the keyboard's starting to not work so well as well. The keys are getting stickier. It's getting harder and harder to press them. I have to put more pressure on them than I used to. I've lost my head, so I'm not making sharp decisions. 17 seconds down. It just all feels like a very big lost cause. And to be honest, it's felt that way since the beginning of this season. Like, it's just at no point felt like this was going to come off well for me. Right from the get-go. Even when I won in America, it just always felt like there was a lack of something, and it continues to feel that way. 3 laps to go, we're in 10th. There's no chance of catching my rival, but we aren't giving up. We never give up. I mean, we do give up when we give up the game, but we never give up. We never give up trying in an individual race. I'm in the race now. We've got to keep going. We keep making sure that we give a good account of ourselves as possible, if only in the desperate hope that Ferrari take pity on us and keep us in their car for another race. Because if we can just get to that next race, we might be alright. Okay, 9th position, 16 seconds down. I mean, I said I couldn't make up 11 seconds or 12 seconds or whatever it was. I sure as hell can't make it up 16 seconds in 2 laps. I can't make any time. I'm always going to lose time on this track. This is not my track at all. Will Ferrari keep us? I think they'll get rid of us. I really do. I think, and they'd be right to do so. I've not given them any decent results since the start of the season. We've been absolutely terrible. Up to 8th. Final lap starts. But I'm not going to go any further up the order. Just try and do the best lap we've ever done in Hungary. Let's just try and do that. I go into each new season with real hope that this is the one. This isn't going to be my best lap at this circuit either now, so I haven't got that as a kind of reason to keep trying. Yeah, every season I go in with renewed hope that I can win the championship, but I think it's clear, at least this year, that isn't going to happen, and I'm starting to believe it'll never happen. It was the best we've ever raced the Hungary track, can you believe? That's how, even though it was really bad, that's how bad I am. That was still the best performance I've had here. So let's see, are Ferrari going to get rid of us? Yes, Tyrant Team wants you. Oh, agonizing. What do I do? Well, that is the end of today's episode. I'm going to save it, as we do. We have been relegated to Tyrant. We've had an awful, awful season. I guess it's flip a coin as to whether I'm going to do another episode of this series. If not, thank you for joining me and watching along with everything and all the failures that we've gone through. If so, then let's hope it's better next time. Whatever the case, give us a like and then give us a subscribe, because either next time we come back with one last ditch attempt to make something of this career mode, or we bring you something entirely different. Till then, take care.